Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all my students of For Dedikasi. How are you doing today? I hope you are fine, staying safe at home with your family. Alright, so today we are going to our second online class. Alright, so as for today, we are going to cover page 8 and 6 of your Get Smart book. Okay, so if you have your Get Smart book, please turn to page 8 and 9. Let's go. So these are the things that you are going to learn in this lesson. Number 1, you are going to read 2 stories. Number 2, you are going to answer some comprehension questions. And number 3, you are going to construct 6 sentences correctly. So now, let's listen to the stories.
Activity 1. What do Megan and Pablo do every day? Listen and read. Social Studies.
A day in the life of a figure skater. Megan, 9. Megan usually goes to the ice skating rink at 6:30 in the morning. She goes to school at 7:45. After school, she does her homework. Megan sometimes watches TV after dinner. She always goes to bed at 8 o'clock at night. A chess player. Pablo, 10. Pablo goes to school at 8:15. After school, Pablo doesn't go home. He always goes to the chess club and plays chess. He usually goes home at 6 o'clock in the evening. After he does his homework, Pablo has dinner. He sometimes plays chess on his computer. Pablo usually goes to bed at 9 o'clock.
Okay, so how did you find the story just now? Is it interesting? Okay, so now let's look at the vocabulary. Right? So the first vocabulary is ice skating rink. Ice skating rink. Ice skating rink means the place where people go ice skate. Okay. Vocabulary number 2 is 6:30. 6:30. 6:30 means 6:30. Right? The third vocabulary is 7:45. 7:45. 7:45 means 7:45. The last vocabulary is 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock means, yes, the time is 8. 8:00. Okay, so now let's move to the vocabulary in the Pablo story. Okay, so the first vocabulary is 8:15. 8:15. Alright, so 8:15 shows the time of 8:15. 8:15. Right, the next vocabulary is 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock means pukul 6. Alright, so the last vocabulary is 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock shows the time at 9, pukul 9. Okay, so now let's answer some questions. These questions are from page 9. Number 1, does Megan go to school at 20 to 8? So what is the answer? No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. Number 2, does Pablo go to school at 8:15? Yes, he does. The answer is yes, he does. Number 3, does Pablo always go home after school? No, he doesn't. Okay, now let's go to number 4. Number 4, does Megan usually ice skate in the morning? What is the answer? Yes, she does. Number 5, does Pablo watch TV after dinner? Does he? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Last one. Does Megan do her homework after school? Yes, she does. Alright, so boys and girls, now I would like to introduce to you to a new topic. So the topic is adverbs of frequency. So adverb of frequency answer the question how often. It is usually placed before the verb. Right, so it answer the question how often. How often means berapa kerap. Right, so there are 4 adverbs of frequency. Okay, they are always, usually, sometimes, and never. Always, usually, sometimes, never. Always means selalu. Alright, selalu. So if you look at the frequency, alright, the red is full in that box. Okay, means it's always, selalu, kerap. Okay. Usually means biasanya. Biasanya. Okay, the frequency is a little less than always. Okay, the third one is sometimes. Sometimes means kadang-kadang. Right, the frequency is a little bit lesser than usually. Last one we have is never. Never means tak pernah. Okay, tak pernah. So the frequency is 0. Okay, the frequency is empty, means tak pernah. Right, so there are 4 adverbs of frequency. Always, usually, sometimes, never. Can we do that again? Always, usually, sometimes, never. Okay, so now let's try an exercise. Alright, so we have the subject here is Greg. The activity is plays football in the evening. The frequency is full of red, means yes, always. Alright, so our sentence is Greg always plays football in the evening. Okay, right, next. Subject Anna, activity goes to the park at 6 o'clock. Frequency is lesser than always, that is usually. So the sentence is Anna usually goes to the park at 6 o'clock. Okay, so now let's move to the next example. Right, so subject Ryan and Harry, activity play chess at home. Frequency, that is a sometimes. Alright, so the sentence Ryan and Harry sometimes play chess at home. Alright, okay, the next example, subject is Jane, activity goes to bed after 10 o'clock. Frequency, blank, that means never. Right, so the sentence is Jane never goes to bed after 10 o'clock. So, can you understand all this? Right, I hope you can understand. You can always try with other subject, with other activity, and with other frequency by yourself. Right, do a lot of practice at home. Alright, boys and girls, so this is the task for today. Alright, so what you have to do is pause this video and copy this table in your blue exercise book. Fill in the frequency column by yourself. Then construct sentences based on your table. Right, so you copy this table in your blue exercise book, and then for the frequency column you have to fill in by yourself. Okay, for example, I have here is like this. Right, so this is how we're going to do it. Right, write the day and the date. The title is adverb of frequency, and then copy the table. Then this column, please fill it by yourself. Right, let's say get up at 7 o'clock. Let's say you usually wake up, so the frequency is half-half. Alright, play football. Say you never play football, then you write the frequency is a blank one. Right, and then At the bottom of the table, please construct your sentences. Okay, for example, I have here, I sometimes get up at 7 o'clock. Alright, and then do number 2, 3, 4 up to number 6. Alright, so that's all for today. If you have any problems, feel free to ask me through the WhatsApp. Right? Okay, thank you very much. Bye, see you later.